live. Yeah, we going live. Hey, we going live. Yeah, we going live. Yeah, we going. Yeah, we going. Yeah, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line. Hey.
Hello, beautiful people.
Hello.
I am Jarrett, the football genius Burgess.
And I am Stephanie Fitzpatrick, aka the Advantage Coach.
This is episode 157 of the Field to the Real podcast.
Yeah.
I want to salute our brother Cord for stepping in
Woo-hoo.
last week.
Thank you, brother. You are a lifesaver.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
You know.
That was a last minute audible, y'all. Trust me.
Yeah, we had to call an audible. Omaha. Omaha.
All right.
But I just want to say I appreciate you, Steph, because I know all the way up until the end, it was like, no, I'm gonna do it. Yeah,
I was trying,
but it was a lot for you to have to contend with, and so yeah, listen, y'all gotta understand like the dedication to this podcast, because for those I certainly wouldn't go into depth, but Stephanie has been dealing with tons. It's been a lot, and she would be well within her right to be like, all right, Jared, I ain't got it this week. But even in driving long stretches, she still was like, all right, I'm gonna be there to to make sure
try to make it work.
Yeah. So I appreciate you, big sis.
No, I appreciate you for being so flexible to whatever we need to do.
Yeah.
It wasn't the plan. I was planning to be here last week. It just didn't work out. Yeah. So, but thank you. Thank you for just always holding us down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Always.
Yeah, listen, we built this joint from from the ground up, and we made the decision that we gonna roll with it, and however it happens, we gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's been a pretty intense couple of weeks. So yeah, but I'm back, happy to be here. This brings me so much joy.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, in all of this, being around family and all of that over the last, and just being more, because I'm in Florida without family, so being around family last week, it was funny because everybody knows where my passion is. And so it was interesting that most of the male people who know me that was their conversation with me was around sports.
Right.
And I just thought it was funny. I was like, this is funny. This is how TV is that, you know what I mean? So and even my little cousins, shout out to Melissa and Melanie, because they were like, no, we gonna get with you and you gonna spend some time, not in the midst of all of the stuff, but like some just good quality time. Yeah. And I appreciate them for that. And so many other people who did the same thing over the time that I was there. My one little cousin, Melanie, is like, I know nothing about sports, just wait on Melissa. And so as soon as she got there, we started talking, and it was just so funny. But it's just funny. I guess I'm just being known in that realm now. And my family is just, she's a sports girl.
Right. Well, I mean, it's dope too, because they listen to the podcast, you know what I'm saying? And with Melissa's your cousin that was on it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And, shout out to Melissa. Like when I tell you I'm not on IG very much.
Yes.
Her and the pictures with her husband and the kids.
Oh my God.
I love to see them, and they
they are an adventure all in themselves. Yes. Okay. Absolutely an adventure all in themselves. They have 3 kids with very big personalities. It is hilarious.
They are hilarious. Yes.
So shout out to Gabe and Melissa,
Yes.
Harper, Hendricks, and Haley. Go, y'all.
I love the name Hendricks.
Yes, that's Hendricks. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So
all right, well, let's jump right into who's really right.
Okay.
And you were surprised that this is the who's really right that I chose.
It is a surprise.
Why'd you say you were surprised by it?
Well, let's just be clear. What is your name? Jarrett, the football genius? So as the football genius, yes, I am surprised that you would choose. So y'all, he had two choices. It was either going to be about the NFL draft or what we're going to talk about. And so I just assumed he'd pick the draft, not just because he's the football genius, but because it's coming up this weekend. Yeah. And so I figured he'd be like, no, let's talk about that. But he shocked me nonetheless. I love it. I'm here for it. I like it. Give me a little flavor. I'm here for it. And so I'm happy that we're talking about this. This is because this is juicy. Like right now, this is juicy. No,
it really is, because there's so many different storylines around this, and there's so many different, like, this is one of those years. Yeah. Much like last year. This is one of those years where it's like, we truly don't know who's going to win the NBA championship. We have no idea.
I'm just hanging on.
And in the moments where you're like, oh, this team is going to rise up and do it, no pun intended. Like every game is a shocker. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not one team that you can just be like, oh, that's going to be the team.
Right. Yep. No, I agree. This is probably, and I saw something, just as a side note, I saw something yesterday, I believe it is, about them adding more teams to the play-in, because I feel like that is helping to make this playoffs better.
I'm gonna tell you, Cord and I talked about it a little bit last week. The reason why I agree with the play-in is because it allows teams, because there is parity now. You know what I'm saying? There truly is parity.
Yep.
It allows teams not to tank for that number one pick.
Yep.
Because the more teams that you give an opportunity to go to,
right,
more teams are going to scrap and scrape and try to get there.
Oh, that's what it was.
Well, I'm in the 10th or 11th seed right now.
Yeah.
I have no shot at making the playoffs. Let me just try to get this number one pick.
Right. No, that's not what's happening. And I love it. Yeah. I love it. I didn't even think about that as one of the reasons. I love it because of what you said. I feel like the play-in games were just dog fights.
Yeah.
They were dog fights. And I loved every moment of it. Like that was the most competitive, like, I've seen, other than when we get to like, maybe in the bubble, it was like that. It felt like that a little bit to me. But this, like that play-in felt real competitive, grimy, just dog fight. It was a dog fight. It really was. And listen, nobody be commenting about, I know dog fighting is wrong. It is just a statement.
I didn't even think about it when you said that. Shout out to Michael.
If anybody knows me, I will just keep going. You know how I feel about a dog, so that is not what I meant. Literally, I just want to make that clear.
I was about to say, for somebody to believe that, they would have to not know you.
So
shout out to Corbin.
Okay, shout out to Corbin. So yes, I am. I'm loving this, but I think it also prepares those teams who might be, those 8, 9, 10. Like it prepares them for the playoffs a little more. Give them a little taste of it. And the other thing is this Cinderella type. You know what I mean? What about that team that might just get on a roll right at the right time, but they might have been, lull in the middle of the season that caused them to be seated down low like that. But now they're on a roll. Everybody's healthy. Look at. Well, I don't think they had a lull, but like the Pelicans, for instance. Like I'm just saying, like everything's kind of. That's such a young team, And I feel like everything's meshing at the right time for them.
Yeah.
So yeah, we ain't said what the who's really right was.
I know. I was just about to transition and say,
come on.
So apologies, and we won't keep you in suspense any longer. But we are going to make our predictions for who's going to win these first round games in the NBA playoffs. So we know that the play-in games are done already.
Right.
All of the teams who were seeded are seeded.
Yep.
The Pelicans were a surprise. They shot up into that 8th seed after being the 9th seed.
Okay.
So we know right now the Suns are playing the Pelicans. This is the Western Conference. Suns are playing the Pelicans.
Yep.
Grizzlies are playing Timberwolves.
Yep.
Warriors, Nuggets, Mavericks, Jazz.
Yep.
All right. Of the Western Conference,
yes.
Who do you have winning those games?
So out of those 4 games,
series,
I have out of those 4 series, I have Phoenix. I feel like they're gonna pull it out.
Okay.
I feel like Dallas is gonna go ahead and pull out that one. Golden State, that's a done deal. Call sweep it. I feel like Memphis is gonna pull this off. So all of the higher seeds on that side,
okay,
will win.
Okay.
Who you got?
On this side,
Yep.
I think with the only higher seed that I have losing is the Suns. Number 1 seed.
They in a fight now. I'm not gonna lie.
Whoa, I think that the Devin Booker injury.
I forgot about that.
That's going to killer. Yeah, that's what's going to cause. I think that
killer. I forgot.
Pelicans smell blood.
Yeah, there's some blood in the water. Some sharks is coming.
Yeah,
I forgot about it. He's out 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah. Yeah. I totally forgot about that. I'm gonna stick with what I said. Chris Paul's still there.
Chris Paul is cursed. Can we just say that? He's cursed. And Rajon Rondo alluded to this a couple of years ago, or a few years ago, excuse me.
Oh no.
And I'm paraphrasing. I don't think that he actually said this, but he kind of intimated that some of the dirty stuff that Chris Paul does and some of the ways that he treats people is the reason why he's never going to win the championship.
Oh, that's ugly. Okay. Well, I don't know that. I don't know anything about that. So, well, I don't know if the man's cursed about Jesus, but that sounds cool. But it's been a tough road. Let's just say that. His career he's been in places where I really thought they were going to do it and it didn't happen. So that could be it. I don't know, but I will say, I mean, because he was out. I mean, my gosh. Yeah, I would have said shoe in for sure. I forgot about Devin Booker because that man was in a whole zone by himself the other day before his injury. 31 points in the first half. I mean, it was psychotic. Like I was like, what is happening?
Right.
He couldn't miss a 3. I don't care where he shot it from. It was Steph Curry-ish. You know what I mean? Right. Like, what is happening right now?
Yeah.
So, but I forgot about that. The only reason I'm gonna still give it to them is because I feel like the Pelicans are so young.
Yeah.
They are young.
I mean,
they are. They got like 3, isn't it 3 of their starters that are like rookies? Like they young.
Okay. I haven't paid that. I mean, I just know what's the player that was traded from Portland that played with Dame Lillard? They were
CJ McCollum.
CJ McCollum.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Brandon Ingram together.
Yeah, they ugly now.
Well, and they have Steven Adams.
Yes.
And Steven Adams, if I'm not mistaken, if he didn't play in that championship or in that finals when they lost to the Heat, he played when they were supposed to beat the Warriors and they lost 3-1. I mean, they came back from 3-1. The Warriors did.
Mm-hmm.
So they got some folks with some experience.
Yeah, they do. But that's not starting. I don't know. We'll see.
I think McCollum was a good pickup.
I do too. But he got to be, because like the other night when they were losing before Devin Booker got hurt, he was nowhere to be found, essentially.
Yeah.
So he has to be more consistent.
Definitely.
Consistently himself, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? He has to consistently be more himself in order for them to win, because it's gonna take that veteran leadership to get them over the hump, I feel.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump to the East.
Okay.
So the Heat are going against the Hawks.
Yeah.
The Celtics are going against the Nets.
Yes.
The Bucks versus the Bulls, and the Sixers versus the Raptors. Who do you have in this?
I love my Hawks, but I don't know. I'm gonna say this: they're gonna make a series out of it. But in the end, I think this is gonna be one of those, unless they can sneak a game in Miami, where it's gonna be wherever we play is who's gonna win. Like the energy in the space is what's going to dictate who wins. And I feel like if that's the case, then Miami is going to pull this off. Philly is about to just gonna take Toronto on out. I am going to go out on a limb with the Chicago team. I'm gonna go out on a limb with you.
What limb are you going out on?
Because I don't know that. I mean, I guess because I can't count out Giannis. Mm-hmm. He can't do it by himself. And then I feel like, huh?
Now I was trying to think, are they getting Chris Middleton back anytime soon? Because
for the
Bucks, he's out, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that while they may win a game or two, I feel like Boston is just going to be too much for the Nets.
Okay. So this is the one where I'm going with all of the higher seeds.
Okay.
And I don't know if you participated in 420 the other day. Because as I know you love your hometown, I know you are an ATL girl through and through.
Through and through.
But you just said that the Hawks were going to make this a series.
Yeah.
Grab your broom.
No. Trae Young ain't gonna let that happen. I don't care if he got to do it all by himself. He's not going to let that happen. They won't get swept.
This is gonna be a sweep, Steph.
Huh?
Steph, this is gonna be a sweep. This is gonna be a sweep.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what the catalyst for it is. I see this Miami Heat team going all the way to the finals.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I think the moment that will be the moment that we look back and say this is what propelled them is when Jimmy Butler and Udonis Haslem was about to scrap on the sideline.
Listen.
Yeah.
I was like, what is happening? Okay, so we about to go on a tangent. We're going down a rabbit hole for a second.
Yeah.
Because I told you Jimmy Butler is crazy. Because this is not Udonis Haslem's personality. It's not.
Yeah.
He's been there how long? And we've never.
Forever. Yes.
Never have we seen. Now, mind you, when he on the court, he a beast. But still, even that, not nasty. Not. It's about business. He gonna do what he need to do, but he's not that dude, right?
Yeah.
So this is for him to get to that place. Means Jimmy Butler pushed some buttons that nobody else has ever been able to push in all of the years that Udonis Haslem has been with Miami Heat.
Right. Now, but we see the fruits.
Yeah, I mean, Jimmy Butler just been psychotic for real. Like on the floor, he has just been, it's like it ignited him into some kind of crazy beast.
I think it ignited the team though. Because the one thing that I can say about Jimmy Butler, and everybody isn't going to respond to this level of motivation. That's why he is in the perfect place with the perfect staff who are going to get those type of people who are going to respond to that level of motivation.
Yeah.
This ain't the Timberwolves. You know what I'm saying? Where we gonna be fragile about our teammate calling us out and going at us hard. They gonna go back at you, and we gonna see that this thing is going to gel together. And I wouldn't be surprised. I got them going to the finals. I wouldn't be surprised if they won.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I would love to listen. Even though I call him crazy, I would love to see Jimmy Butler win. I'm not gonna lie. I would love to see him win because I can't think of anybody who gives more of themselves
to the game.
Like when he on the floor, you getting not even 100%. You get 200%. This man goes crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
So he deserves to win, in my opinion, and that just because of how he is when he play in the game. So his passion for what he does comes through, and for that you deserve to win. So I hope if that's the case, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. We're gonna get. So we went down the rabbit hole. We back. Go ahead. Finish.
No, I said at the beginning I got all of the top seed winning. So I got the Celtics beating the Nets.
Yeah.
That it may go 6 games, but I'm thinking the gentleman's sweep.
Yeah, they might get 1 or 2, maybe.
Chris Middleton, it says that he'll be back it's looking like he'll be back May 5th.
That's next week.
That's next.
We got the next.
Actually, we got the next.
We got the
2
next.
weeks. So maybe I don't know. You might be right, but I'm gonna stick with the Bucks on this, and the Sixers, they running away with this thing.
Yeah, that's a get your broom out for that one for real. That ain't even no
So
yeah,
that's what I got.
Okay, so you got 2 sweeps on the East. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys let us know who you think is really right. We didn't have much of a difference, honestly.
So I picked
all of the high seeds in the West.
And
I said that the 1 seed was going to get knocked off.
Right. And then on the other side, you picked all of the high seeds, and I picked Chicago.
You picked Chicago, right? So we just one on each side. Where was the difference? But if you guys have something different, which if you do, then there might be something wrong with you. You guys let us know who you think is really right.
Well.
Now put the cameras on me, 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 put the cameras on me.